Hi, it's Jessie from Peachmanifesto, and welcome to another Madam Glam video. In this video, Madam Glam has sent me a few products. These two, we're not going to test the peel-off base coat. I'll have to do another video because I got really wrapped up in these texture gel paints. So I got black and white. I'll kind of show you what they look in the jar. They look kind of like a normal kind of thicker paint, but you can see like a little bit of like a grit to it. And once I swatch them out, you will get a better idea of what I mean. So this obviously is the white. They actually went on really smooth, and they do dry to like a tack-free finish. So that I think is really cool. And they actually, when you feel them, they don't feel like extremely gritty. They do have a lot of texture to them, but they don't feel super texture. I don't know. It's very interesting feeling, and I really enjoyed it. I feel like a lot of people use these to do like tweed nails. They use it to add on like little accents, to add like height, texture, dimension to like painted designs. So if you were like to put some snow on trees and stuff like that, I wanted to see if you could mix them together, and you can make a lovely little gray, because I wasn't sure like if the grits were different colors or anything, but I tested that out. I had to do a tweed nail. I feel like everybody's going to do a tweed nail with these, so I'm really speeding up this video because I wanted to show you some other things that I did do with it. So this is literally over the black that I just swatched. I'm just going over, making these kind of little vertical and horizontal lines with the paint colors, and just super quick. And I'm using all Madam Glam gel paints that they've sent me over time, and they're so highly pigmented, and they also dry tack free, so there's no need to top coat this. You could keep the texture that's already there. You won't lose anything. And I had to throw in a little gold because I just like love the way that looks, to give it a little pop. And I did the blue last because this is the most pigmented blue I've ever used. So it always takes a lot to actually get it out of the brush, and I think it looks stunning, but I really wanted to go in with more texture, so I went in with the white texture paint over top of it, and I think it just really helps tie everything together. It looked really good before, but this kind of just brings everything together. And I'm sorry if I sound a little stuffy. I am. I feel like we're just rolling through sicknesses in my house. That's life when you have kids that are in school. They're always bringing something home. And I think that looks really cool. So I went in and with Madam Glam Old Town, and I kind of wanted to see if I could make something that almost looked like a textured fabric. And I wanted to go in with, this is the Madam Glam plaid brush and their detail brush, and just to see what kind of different strokes I could get, how detailed and how fine I could get of different lines. So I did the Old Town, and then I did a matte top coat on top of that, and then I'm just going over with the white texture paint. I'm just trying out different brush strokes just to see kind of what texture and dimension I can create. And honestly, I was having a lot of fun with this, just kind of playing around. I wanted to see what else I could do. What else could I create that wasn't just tweed? Because I feel like if you're doing tweed, that's great. You might do one or two of those, and maybe you won't touch that product again. And I always like to see how many different ways I could use a product. So I was testing a little bit of a swirl here, and yes, I can get a little bit of a curve, so I will definitely want to play with that later. But for this specific nail, I really wanted to do more of like a line work type of a deal, and I thought it would look kind of cool if it looked a little lacy. And then I was thinking, wait, they did say that this dried to like a tack-free finish. I wonder if I could chrome this, because that's where my brain goes. So I did put silver chrome over it, and it looks pretty sick. So I did top coat this. I'll show you it at the end. But the texture stays. So after that little fun experiment, I was like, I gotta try this with the black. And so I did a nude nail. It is a Madam Glam color. I'll list it below because off the top of my head I can't think of it right now. And I wanted to do a bunch of lines with as much texture and kind of like wiggle as possible, and kind of do that all over the nail, and then cure it and chrome it, and then just to see kind of like what look we're gonna get. I really like to try and think outside of the box, and I definitely think, because like I will probably get a few clients that would do a tweed nail, but this like texture and chroming it, I feel like I definitely have a lot more ideas of things that I could do this way. And so this is it cured, or no, this is it done and cured, and this is it chromed. Like, I can't even. It looks like a golden nugget or something. Looks like kind of like raw gold, like from a rock. I brushed it all on there, and then I took a fine brush and wiped it off after this. You can see where I got like a little bit on the nail, but with my fine fluffy brush, it took all of that off. And then I just gave it a generous top coat, and see, all that texture is still there. I think this looks so cool, and there's just so many possibilities. So these are a few of the looks I created. I love them. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you all later. Bye-bye.